I'm here with David. We're doing another Fundamentals Friday. I had a lot of people ask, both online and in person, when we went over the sweep single lesson we did a couple months back in our fundamentals classes here at Stout PGH, what the difference between a sweep single and a snag single are. And they both work very well for jiu-jitsu, but they serve different purposes based on really your opponent's stance height. If your opponent is really low, it's gonna be hard to get a snag single because all their defense is gonna be right in front of you. And if they're really low, you might be better served with a sweep single instead. So I'm gonna have David stand in a stance in front of me right here. And if he's at like a stance here, which is very common for jiu-jitsu, even in no-gi, a little bit higher than maybe wrestling, a wrestling stance would be, where a wrestling stance is down here. This is very common. This is great for a snag single. Really easy snag single setup I can do. And we're actually gonna switch around so you can see the leg I'm attacking. Really easy snag single setup I can do is I can get 2-on-1 wrist grip here, drag in front of me, and get him to step this leg forward just a little bit. All I'm gonna do is lower my level just enough so I can get my shoulder at his hip, and I'm gonna step forward so with my foot outside his foot, and I want my head inside with my ear almost on his chest. All I'm gonna do right here is get the snag single right there. Let's circle around. All right, so you can see my head is inside here. This is gonna help prevent me from getting taken down or from getting submitted a lot from here. All right, my head's inside. It's gonna be hard for him to get my neck right here. It's also, my elbows are in tight. It's gonna be hard for him to attack Kimuras and things like that as well. All right, now what I can do is I can do what we call a running the pipe or a crackdown to finish this takedown here. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step my inside foot, circle around towards his other foot, and I'm gonna back step with this outside foot. At the same time, I'm gonna hinge at the hips and bow, almost bow my shoulders down, almost like I am bowing, and that's gonna drop his hips to the mat, letting me to finish this takedown still on my feet, which is gonna leave me in a great position to pass. All right, so what I'm gonna do is step, step, bow right here, and now I'm ready to start doing my no-gi standing passing right here. All right, so that's a really good when their stance is a little bit higher. If their stance is lower, I'm gonna need to take a penetration step as well. And what I'm gonna do here, so I wanna step, I'm gonna shoot with my lead leg to the same side leg. So from here, I'm gonna have to actually adjust his stance, because right now his opposite leg is leading. I can do that really easily with a collar tie and a tricep grip here. And I wanna reach with my rear hand here. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna circle around, kind of like I did with the crackdown on the snag single finish. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step, back step, and get him to step that foot forward. Right here, now I'm gonna shoot, and to do my penetration step, I wanna lower my level till my chest is in contact with my thigh right here. I'm gonna step down, knee outside, and as I step and shoot, I'm gonna sweep out here till my outside foot is aligned with his feet, right here. I'm gonna lock my hands around his knee, and I'm gonna drive off this outside foot to stand up, right here like so. All right, let's circle around. So right here, I'm able to finish with a trip right here. I wanna get this down underneath, almost like I'm getting an ankle lock. This hand is coming up underneath his knee, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shuffle step and use this inside foot to step behind his foot to trip him and finish. Right here, as so, all right? So, again, snag single, really good when they're in a traditional jiu-jitsu stance up here, like so. Sweep single is very good down here. I'm gonna show both of these takedowns a little bit fuller speed without explanation now. So let me do the snag single first. Right there. All right, and now a sweep single. All right, so as so. All right, I hope that helped you out. Remember, keep that head inside, and when you're first learning takedowns, it's going to help protect your neck from getting guillotined help protect keep those elbows in to help your arms from not getting kimura'd so much. And make sure on your penetration step, you're lowering your level, shooting down, keeping your shoulders over your hips. You don't want to be overextended to get sprawled on, and that's going to help you out a lot with your takedowns for jiu-jitsu. Thanks for watching. If you like it, please like, share, and ask me any other questions you might have. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right.